Hey everyone, this is Herman from GTB Global Education Consultant Dhuri, a speaking trainer here. So I'm here in front of you people just to talk about some key points regarding the speaking module. So I will start with the 5 most common mistakes that students usually make, and these are those mistakes which prevents them to succeed in the IELTS exam. So let's begin with the first one. So let's begin with the first mistake among all, that is the writing and reading aloud. That means students usually just write the answers before speaking during the interview or something like that, and I think it's really very bad, and it's put really very bad impact on the score as well. And that's just because they become familiar to it, they just become habitual to it, and it doesn't happen in the actual speaking, and as well as I think that students will suffer from it. And second thing is that whenever they read aloud, it looks really very unnatural, and I think that it will be just a negative point in front of the examiner, and I think students should improve it or should prevent it. Moving to the second fault that students usually make is the memorizing answers, and I believe that those students don't have the ability to make the new ideas or just a formation of their ideas, and I believe that they should improve it, because whenever the examiner may ask a new question from them, or examiner may just rephrase the question that they have learned, and I'm sure that they may just God freeze in front of him, and obviously the question may get skipped and they will just not give the answers to their questions. So now I'm going to talk about the next misunderstanding that students usually have, and that is that using formal words is prohibited in speaking, like usage of wanna, want to, and gonna, going to. And I believe that we should use these kind of words because it will help to make it more natural. Next inaccuracy is that learning list of vocabulary, and I have seen a lot of students, they are just learning the vocabulary according to the alphabetically. That means firstly they are learning the vocab of alphabet A, then B, then C, and it's same to A to Z, and I think it's not really very helpful for them. Students should learn the vocabulary according to the topics, according to the content, such as firstly they should learn the vocabulary related to country, every vocabulary, each and every word they should learn like this. Second thing is that related to home, kitchen, and like this. They should learn the vocabulary according to the content, not alphabetically. So the last one, which is the miscalculation that students have in their mind, is that no pain, no gain. That means they have the phobia of speaking in English. They just believe that they just have to do a lot of hard work. They just have to make night and day one to learn English. I think that it's true, but at an extent. Recently, I have discussed some of the mistakes that students oftenly make in their speaking, and these are those mistakes which prevent them to succeed in the IELTS. So now I'm going to share some of the steps that students should follow to enhance their scores in the speaking. These are the try, discover, practice, and build. First one is the try. That means students should try to give spontaneous answers. Spontaneous answers, that means which are not prepared. They should try to make more innovative ideas to answering the unknown answer or those questions to those which they are not familiar. Second one is discover. Discover, that means students should discover new ideas just by listening the native speakers. That means they just have to watch the interviews of the native speakers and discover what is the new vocabulary and try to implement in their own one. Second thing is the practice. Practice, that means which vocabulary they have learned earlier according to their content or something like that, they should try to implement in their own speaking. And last one is the build. Build, that means they just have to build new ideas. That means take one question and try to give different answers to the same question. That means there is a question of where do you live, try to give the answers in the different way, in different 4 to 3 manners.